Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we talked to Eastern Kentuckians living in Nashville about the devastation left by yesterday's or the day before's tornado.
And we'll show you how one company is working to lend a helping hand to those who were left without a home in the aftermath of that tornado.
And back here in Eastern Kentucky, officials in Magoffin County are having a hard time keeping road signs where they belong. We show you how the thieves could be putting lives at risk.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59. I'm Will Puckett.
And I am Lacey Roberts.
And thank you for tuning in to Mountain News This Morning on Wednesday, March the 4th. And Lacey, things were extremely active yesterday morning, not just in here, but down to our south. But this morning, all is good and well. It's
good to kind of have that calmness, and then I know a lot of times today they're going to be assessing that damage and really see what happened after the tornado went through there.
Yeah, definitely. Let's bring Brandon this morning. And Brandon, once the rain subsided, the sun came out yesterday and created a nice day here in Eastern Kentucky. Can we expect much of the same on this Wednesday?
Absolutely. You're going to see more sunshine than we did see yesterday. Sunny for most of the day. Maybe a little bit of frost this morning. Some areas a touch cooler and some patchy fog as well. We take a look at temperatures. 33 down in Monticello, 32 in Somerset, 36 in Harlan, 34 here in Hazard, but some 40s showing up across the region this morning. That's anywhere between 5 and about 20 degrees colder than it was this time yesterday. Temperatures are already climbing though. 41 in Paducah, Owensboro, and Louisville, 31 in Lexington, 46 in Nashville this morning, and 30s across parts of Ashland, Tri-Cities, and Cincinnati. So again, a little touch of frost this morning. Give yourself just time to do a quick scrape this morning, and you'll see on the coffee meter we're at a normal day with temperatures for the most part getting close to a little extra there with those cooler temperatures down south. The out the door forecast, sunshine and clear skies today. We'll see a few more clouds later, but 65 is our forecast high. A bit breezy, but you can't beat that for this time of the year. Will?
All righty, Brandon. Thank you. Well, starting off this Wednesday morning, we have a traffic alert for our viewers in Breathitt County. Both lanes of Kentucky 30 East are currently closed due to a large rock slide. The slide happened between mile markers 28 and 29 near Reisner Point. No injuries have been reported at this time, and crews hope to have at least one lane open later today. Of course, this is a developing story, and we will continue to update you as we learn more.
And the Jackson Police Department is investigating a fatal wreck that happened last night in Breathitt County. It all happened on South Kentucky Highway 15 sometime after 7 last night. That wreck shut down Highway 15 for around an hour, and that road is now back open. We are still working to learn what led up to that wreck and the name of those involved. We will keep you up to date as we learn more on WYMT.com and the WYMT mobile app.
Well, of course, it was an incredibly hard day for those in Middle Tennessee yesterday. Many lost friends and family.
WYMT's Connor James talked with the music duo Halfway to Hazard, a couple of former Eastern Kentuckians that live in Nashville. They helped us host the telethon when the March 2nd tornado outbreak hit here 8 years ago.
It's hard to imagine the sheer devastation.
There it is! Go! Inside! Now! Now!
That's until you see the pictures, the videos. It's sobering. During the night, a tornado would travel through multiple Tennessee counties, ripping homes and taking lives. To the people in Tennessee recovering from the damage, attempting to heal, you will not be alone. We understand your pain. 8 years ago, many of us here in Kentucky were waking up to an increasing death toll as tornadoes ripped up a place we called home on the evening of March 2nd, 2012. 26 people in our state died. Many of us here consider Nashville a second home. We feel that loss. Our friends down there, musicians we hold close here who were with us in our dark hours, are there with you now. They believe in you.
It's a very resilient town, and people get together and they help each other. Nashville's hurting, but Nashville's been through things like this before, and we'll get through it.
Nashville, you're a place filled with passion, a city rooted in music, rich in history. In the coming days, weeks, and months, you'll hear stories of loss, but also of incredible miracles. Hold on to those miracles. Let those define you. Through this destruction, a message still stands. A message many in your state, our state, and this country hold on to. In Hazard, Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
Damage across the region is still being assessed.
Airbnb is trying to help those people affected by deadly storms in Tennessee. The company is announcing what it calls Open Homes program, offering free temporary housing to people who need it. That includes both relief workers and people whose homes are damaged. Airbnb is also urging people who have availability on their homes to come forward and help. The storms and at least a tornado ripped through parts of Nashville and areas east of the city Tuesday morning. They wrecked hundreds of buildings, including entire subdivisions in Wilson County. At least 25 people lost their lives.
And tornado warnings are a helpful tool to keeping people safe during those storms. But many people also want some sort of visual confirmation as well. This can make things difficult when a storm pops up overnight. However, there are a few things you can do to correct that.
The important thing is you've got to have really good situation awareness, and what that means is you pay attention when the weather's bad. If you don't have to get up early in the morning, in that case, if it looks like it's really bad off to your west and heading your way, stay tuned to the local weather and watch to see what people are, what the TV meteorologists are telling them, because they're there for that purpose.
Other handy tools include a weather radio. We also recommend allowing for push notifications from your WYMT weather app. And just like your smoke detector, as we spring forward this weekend, make sure to switch out the batteries in your weather radio.
Employees with the Magoffin County Road Department are having a hard time keeping road signs where they belong. Now officials are taking extra steps to stop the crime. Judge Executive Matthew Wireman says employees are making the signs taller, using tamper-proof fasteners, and adding trail cams to catch criminals in the act.
So we're going to start putting a couple of those out where we're in areas that we believe the signs may be tampered with. So as soon as we catch someone, they're going to be prosecuted.
If you steal these signs, you could be putting lives in danger, as emergency services will take longer to find those areas. Officials say if you are caught stealing a sign, you could face a hefty fine or even jail time.
And a federal judge sentenced a former local magistrate to 18 months in prison for selling drugs while running for office. The Lexington Herald reports former Knox County Magistrate Jerry Rabbit Cox will also spend 6 months on house arrest after he is released. Cox sold oxycodone and hydrocodone to an undercover police informant while running for re-election in the 2018 primary. And thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning.
Coming up, we take a look at a food truck that is aimed not at tackling your hunger, but on feeding man's best friend.
This morning, I'm tracking a nice day. I think we all need one of those after the events of the last 48 hours. I'll have all the details in about 3 minutes.